The question is, should you invest in a media mod for your GoPro Hero 8? If you don't currently own a GoPro of recent vintage and you're thinking about buying one, then there's a question that comes up because there are 3 different versions or models of the GoPro available currently. There's the GoPro 8, 9, and 10, and different price points, different features, and so it can get a little confusing. And then you have accessories like the Media Mod, which I'm using right now, and that makes the question even more complicated because with the Media Mod you can get many of the features that are on the GoPro 10 if you buy the Media Mod for your GoPro 8. Now the GoPro 8 does not have a screen on the front, so you can't, well, you can use it as a vlogging or selfie camera, kind of like what I'm doing right now, but you can't really see what you're doing. Whereas the GoPro 10 has a screen. I can't remember if the GoPro 9 does or not offhand. And but with the Media Mod addition to the GoPro 8, it allows you to, well, it gives you an HDMI jack. So it allows you to plug in a little monitor, little screen, so that you can turn it around and point it back at yourself and see what you're doing. That adds cost, of course. You know, you got $70 for the Media Mod, if I recall, and $70 for the screen. So, you know, you start adding up the costs there, but that would allow you to use it as a vlogging device easier. On the Media Mod, you also have 2 cold shoe mounts, so you can mount a microphone or a light or that screen I was talking about. That's pretty handy. One issue with the cold shoe mounts though is that because the GoPro is so small that the top cold shoe is right next to the shutter button, and the cold shoe on the side is right under the microphone, and that it makes things a little snug. So, and I'll explain about that in a little bit. The Media Mod comes with a built-in shotgun microphone on the side, and that's what I was talking about when I said the microphone blocked the cold shoe on the side a little bit. I mean, you just need something that projects away from the camera to work properly. But the microphone built into the Media Mod, I don't think is very good. I like the actual built-in sound from the GoPro a little better. And with the built-in microphone, if you have the Media Mod on, you have to use the built-in microphone for the Media Mod. You can't choose the regular GoPro mic because some of the ports are covered up by the Media Mod. So at that point I had to make some decisions before coming out. What microphone am I going to use? Because I didn't want to use the internal Media Mod microphone, although I need to let you hear that. And so at first I thought, I'll use the Rode Go2 wireless system. However, when I clipped the receiver on top, I couldn't reach the shutter button on the GoPro, on the Media Mod. So I decided I would use my Deity shotgun mic, but the big fluffy dead cat on it actually gets in the shot. So ultimately I ended up putting a Ulanzi light on top, which I'm not really using, and I put that on top, and that just gets the microphone away from out of the lens. So it's this rather jury-rigged contraption I've set up here. Now in retrospect, I could have just put the light on top of the camera and then put the Rode on top of that, just like I'm doing with this microphone, and I could have used it that way. And it's still a little tight getting at the shutter button. I should probably show you the rig I'm using here. It's like one of those 3-way standoffs. Well, I feel like an idiot. It just occurred to me I could use voice control to start video recording, and I've just never used voice control before because I've never felt the need for it, but it actually works like a charm. GoPro, stop recording. Good morning. One thing I should mention also is that when you put the Media Mod on your GoPro 8, it is no longer waterproof, whereas if you have a GoPro 10, you have all of these features and it's waterproof. I found a nice little bench here so I can start pulling cables and things like that. I really want you to hear the different microphone options. Now, you've been listening to the Deity, what is it, Deity V-Mic D4 Mini all along, but let's hear how it rejects sound from the sides and the back. So of course this is pointed directly at me. Now you're hearing 90 degrees off axis. Now you're hearing 180 degrees pointing directly away from me, and then 90 degrees on the other side, and then back to me. Okay, so now I want you to hear the Media Mod microphone. Let me just unplug it. Now this is the Media Mod microphone built in. It's a shotgun microphone, and didn't come with a dead cat, so I'm skeptical about how well it can reject wind. But anyway, this is pointing directly at me, and then we have 90 degrees off axis here. Now we have 180 degrees pointing directly away from me, and now we have 90 degrees back on the other side. And then back to me, still listening to the Media Mod built-in microphone, by the way, which you have to use if you have the Media Mod on your GoPro 8. And now you're listening to the built-in GoPro microphone, just the one that comes with the basic camera pointed directly at me. And now you're listening to it 90 degrees off axis, and here's 180 degrees off axis, and then 90 degrees off axis on the other direction. And then back to me. One thing that I should mention as well is that if you regularly mount your GoPro to something, which I think 99% of the people out there do, if you're using the Media Mod, if you want to take the camera out of the Media Mod, you've got to remove it from the GoPro mount and tripod and all that too. So it takes you a couple of minutes to fiddle with all that. I'll tell you though, I had the worst luck, really bad luck when I got my Media Mod. So I bought the Media Mod. It showed up, plugged it in, nothing. The GoPro 8 was not recognizing the Media Mod. So I contacted GoPro and they said, oh, okay, we'll swap out the Media Mod because the GoPro has been working fine. They sent me a new Media Mod, also not working. So that meant there was something wrong with the GoPro. Thankfully, all of this stuff was still under warranty, and they eventually sent me a new GoPro. That's working now. And I've read online, I've heard a few mumblings about people asking the same question. Why doesn't my Media Mod work with the GoPro 8? So there might be something that they're not telling us over at GoPro HQ. Maybe they had a bad batch or something. I don't know. Anyway, everything's working now. But it was weeks and weeks of back and forth until I finally had a solution. Now the wind's picked up a little bit, so I wanted you to hear the built-in Media Mod with a breeze. Just trying to get maximum breeziness. So the question is, should you buy a media mount for your GoPro Hero 8? Well, if you already have a GoPro Hero 8 and you want many of the features in the 9 or 10, then yeah, I say go for it, because yeah, you're gonna have an additional cost and it'll bring you probably up to the cost of a Hero 10, but you don't have to sink that additional GoPro 8 cost already. I think the other advantages of the Hero 10 are incremental, but having, being able to add a microphone, being able to add a monitor or screen to your GoPro, I think are the key missing elements between the 8 and the 10. However, if you don't already own an 8, if you're trying to decide between the 8, 9, or 10, I wouldn't go the 8 route and add a Media Mod, because you're going to end up spending the same amount of money. Now, if you just need the basic functions of a GoPro and you're not trying to do vlogging or record yourself a lot, then just get a basic GoPro 8 and save the money. By the way, you've been listening to the audio on this video through the Deity V-Mic D4 Mini. And if you're looking for a shotgun microphone, I did a review of this a little while ago, and I compare it to the Movo VXR10 Pro as well. So go check it out, it's right there.